Coach, it's Matt Walrath, co-host of the VIP Nutrition Coach Show, a show where we teach coaches just like you how to earn a full-time income while working part-time hours by providing your clients with a VIP coaching experience. Now, today's episode is about a very important topic that many coaches shy away from. They seem to be allergic to it, and that is sales. Because the thing is, you're not a coach if you don't have clients. And the only way you're going to get clients is to actually sell them, to enroll them into your programs. And the problem that I see is a lot of coaches bring the wrong energy to sales calls. They feel awkward asking for the sale. And therefore, they have a really low close rate compared to what's possible. Because our KPI for coaches in our program is to get their close rate over 50%. So you should be closing more than 50% of your calls. If you're not, you've got to listen to this episode because one simple tweak could quickly get your close rate way, way, way up. So as always, this episode is a snippet from one of the live classes in our online nutrition coach community Facebook group. So if you'd love to get this full class and more just like it, head over to Facebook and you can join our online nutrition coach community group, or you can go to beyondmacros.com/community. And if you sign up there, I'll send you some of our most popular live classes we've done. We've done over 60 at this point. So if you don't want to wade through all of that, I'll just send you a curated list. All you got to do is go to beyondmacros.com/community and I'll get that over to you. Now, without further ado, enjoy the episode. This is one of those classes where some of you who are more analytically minded might want to tune out because we're going to be talking about the woo-woo concept of attracting your clients. And the thing is, if you're analytically minded, you might think, all right, this isn't for me. I just need to tighten up my script a little bit. It's all about the skills and the tactics of sales. I need to get better at the skills and tactics of sales. And sure, getting better at the skills and tactics of sales will make you a better salesperson, will help you enroll more clients. But the thing is, we'll tell you a story today about one of our clients who they had a great sales tactics. They had great sales strategies. They had the same sales script that other coaches were enrolling 50% on, yet they were not. And ultimately, one of the reasons we identified was that they were bringing the wrong energy to their sales calls. And as soon as they shifted that, they doubled their sales close rate. And so if right now you are finding it difficult to enroll clients, you're hearing no more than you would like to, if you're getting ghosted or you're feeling like you're constantly having to chase up leads, even to get them onto the sales call in the first place, the thing is, it's probably got to do with energy you are bringing to the interaction. So today we're going to be discussing some of the ways that we help our VIP coach mentorship clients overcome that kind of repulsive energy that can happen when you first start selling, especially high ticket, and start creating more attractive energy. So more people want to talk to you. And when they do talk to you on sales calls, more people say, yes, sign me up. I want to work with you. So we'll be diving into that in a minute. For any of you who are new, because we have a lot of new members to the group, every single Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, Kate and I, we do a live class, like I said at the beginning of the stream, to help you to earn a full-time income as a health or nutrition coach online, but to learn how to do it working part-time hours. And both Kate and I, we've built multiple multi-six-figure businesses. And together we've come together and we've created a 7-figure business. And the one thing that I think is really important, and I got asked this question by another coach earlier, is what did it take to get to that multiple 6 figures? And the thing that it took was, well, I had to get really good at learning how to enroll people, because without clients, you can't hit 100,000 plus in a year of sales. And then they asked, okay, well, what came next? And ultimately it was about buying my time back. I know, Kate, you probably had to hire some people to buy your time back. Yeah. And that's what we mean by getting to a full-time income, working part-time hours. Eventually that income allows you to buy your time back. Let's dive in. Let's talk a little bit about how you can bring the right energy to your sales calls. Now, I think before we dive in there, Kate, I know you're a little bit more familiar with the story, but we had a client who they were struggling a little bit with sales. They were struggling a little bit to enroll clients. They were hearing no more than they would have liked. So I was hoping that you could tell a little bit about the story and the call you had with them that led to them really increasing their close rate and, as a result, increasing their income and their impact.
Yeah, absolutely. So this coach had the script down pat. In fact, this particular coach would really make sure that they were writing down anything that any of our coaches said that they felt was valuable, that they could add to their script. The problem is when you're just scripted, you're not collaborative. And when you're just scripted, the energy that you're also bringing to the call is, I have to make this sale. I have to make this sale. And if I don't make this sale, I'm not going to have any money. And if this sale doesn't come in, no sales will come in. And I might as well just like hang my certification up on the shelf because I'm never going to be able to use it because no one is buying from me. Everyone, when you get into this mindset too, it's everyone has the same objections. Everyone can't afford it. Everyone doesn't have time for it. Or no one wants to buy from me. And you're left thinking, well, what is it? If we're in the same program together and other people are enrolling 3 clients already by the time it's, the first 7 days of the month, and I'm enrolling 0 on my calls, what is it about my script? When we had a call together and we really dug into how this particular coach was interacting with people even before a call, even during messenger conversations and leading up to a serve call and a sales call, it was that attachment to the outcome. And I have to close this sale instead of how can I serve this person today? And do I want to invite this client to work with me? And only if this client is a good fit for what I can offer, and I know I can help them, and I want to work with them in this VIP capacity, will I then extend the offer, the invitation to work with me? And once the coach sat back with that reality, that it truly was just coming from a place of service, and that an invitation to work with you is that. It is an invitation. It's not just a close, and it's not a numbers game, but more on connection. That is what helped this coach double their close rate and have so much fulfillment in their business and confidence in themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's one amazing example of how bringing the right energy to a sales call and bringing the right frame of mind to a sales call is probably going to do a lot more for you than having the best script. Because I'll come right out and say it. Like, I had probably a 60% close rate when I first started Beyond Macros as a nutrition coaching company. Calls lasted maybe 20 minutes. And, I was collecting $3,000 payment in 20 minutes. And guess what? At that point, I didn't have really that much formal, like high ticket selling on the phone training. I didn't have the best script in the world. What I ultimately had was a lot of experience selling in person. And what I did selling in person was really just, because I was there with the other human, I was like really invested in how can I help them? And I always wanted to sell them based off of what was in it for them. And we heard from Marco Cortese a couple of weeks ago. Amazing sales training. This guy closes over $1 million a month in coaching sales. He's a member of our team. He's awesome dude. And one of the things that stood out to me is the fact that the way that he is able to enroll so many people and collect so much money every single month is because what he says is he likes to be curious. He likes to get on the same side of the table as the prospect. All of his questions is like, instead of it being like you over there and me over here, it's like we get on the same side. And it's like, okay, let's look at this together. Like, what's going wrong? Like, what can we fix together? And then by being on the same side and being that trusted advisor, it's a lot easier to actually get the person to say, yes, actually, I would love to make that change in my life. And it's a lot easier to hold them to if you're like, okay, let's take a look. Like, what's your vision for yourself over here? Okay, what's standing in the way? Okay, would you like to change that? Do you really want to get to the vision? Yes. Okay, well, here's a path. Do you think that will work? Yes, I think that will work. Okay, well, do you want to get started? I'm scared. Well, now if I'm on the same side of the table as you, I can be like, you being scared, that's actually another thing that's standing in the way. Can we overcome that? And it's a lot better energy to bring than if you get on the sales call and it's you here and them there. And they're like, oh, no, I don't know. It's a little bit expensive. And then you're there like, oh, but my program's the best program. Like, go check out my reviews for my clients. And like, you told me this. And so like, really, you're being incongruent with, and then like bullying the person. And that doesn't feel good. I've been on the other end of sales calls like that, and it doesn't feel good. And ultimately, I've been on sales calls with people who are like some of the best high ticket closers for some of the biggest business mentorship companies out there. And therefore, they've got some of the best scripts in the industry. However, on that call, the energy that high ticket closer brought to the call rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm a really easy sell. Like Marco sold me on a $30,000 program in like 5 minutes. I'm a really easy sell. But if somebody brings the wrong energy to the call, and I can really feel like they're trying to close me, all they really care about is that we get to the end of the call and that I pull out my credit card, I can feel that. And it's an automatic no. My defenses are up. It's repulsive to me. And so what we want to teach you all how to do today is how to be the opposite of that bullying salesperson, of that salesperson who your prospect can tell, your potential future client can tell that all you care about is the money that they can put into your pocket. So one of the things that we do with every single coach that comes into the VIP Coach Mentorship programs is we focus a lot in the beginning on two things. We focus a lot on sales skills, and sales mindset. And we focus a lot on mindset, period. Because the thing is, one of the most foundational pieces to bringing the right energy to a sales call is your own inner belief, that you can actually help the person. And this is so critically important, specifically for coaching sales, because people want to know that their coach is a good leader, can lead them, can help them. Because in someone's moment of struggle, they don't want some weak coach who's going to go down with them like, oh no, I don't know what to do. They're, a bad leader. They're not strong, not confident in themselves. In the moment where your client is lacking confidence, they want you as a coach to be like their rock. They want you to hold the vision. They want you to hold them accountable. And so if you can't display that with your energy from the first interaction, it's going to be an automatic no. And they're going to be able to pick up on those things subconsciously. So you've really got to get into a practice. And we talked to Thomas Osuna last week, and he brought up some amazing things about how he practiced getting his self-confidence up so that he started hearing yes on more sales calls. And so that's one of the most important things. That's one of the things that we teach in what we call our pre-sales call ritual that we have every single one of our clients create for themselves. Because then before every single sales interaction you have, you're getting practice, you're getting that rep, building confidence in yourself, and all of the other things that I'll teach you about the pre-sales call ritual today. So that's the most foundational piece, is building belief in yourself. If you don't have that belief in yourself, prospective clients aren't going to believe in you either. And they're going to say, no, I don't want to work with you. I'm going to go find somebody who's got a lot more confidence in what they're offering. So that's the most foundational piece. And that's what we got to build into your pre-sales call ritual. But from there, like we just talked about, we also have to build in getting you in the right mind frame. Yeah. We've got to build in that you're their trusted advisor, that it's like, all right, come on, let's figure this out together. Like you got to be that instead of like, all right, here we go. Like, I'm gonna close you with a right hook. I'm gonna close you. We've got to essentially make sure that you're always in the right mind frame. And I'll show you how we do that in a second. I'll do a screen share. And then from there, you just got to make sure that you've got everything in order, that you've got your ducks in a row, that you've got your notebook open, that you've got a pen that works, that you've looked over your script, that you've got, a convenient place to take notes for your clients, that you've had a bit of water, that you've had a toilet break, all the basic things. But sometimes it's nice to just have it as a ritual. And the other thing that's really great about putting this all into a ritual is that every single day, something might happen. Shit might hit the fan. And it doesn't matter, because that sales call that you have is on your calendar at 3 p.m. no matter what. And so if, lunchtime, your, kid falls down and gets a boo-boo, and you've got to help him out while the other kid's running around, and your cat ends up running away and you don't know where they are. You've still got to show up to that sales call and be able to get into the right mindset. And creating this ritual actually puts you into a consistent mind frame before every sales call. Because if you bring different energy to the sales call every single time, well, you're inconsistent, and that inconsistency, you're not going to know, what is going wrong? And a lot of times it's that your energy is off. So creating a ritual, it's like for me, I don't know if any of you are athletes, but I would do the same thing before every practice. I would do the same thing before every game. It put me in the mindset of it's go time. It's time to play. And that way, even if, because this was, I played lacrosse in college, it's like, even if I had a really difficult day and, I had a really tough exam and I was studying and I stayed up late and, I shouldn't have, I could still get into the locker room before practice, go through my ritual, and it was go time. I could leave everything about the day behind. And I was there and I was ready to go. And you've got to treat yourself like an athlete when it comes to sales. Like that's how you have to think about yourself as well. So that's one of the other things that is beautiful from a meta perspective about creating a pre-sales call ritual for yourself. All right, coaches, that's it for today's episode. If you'd like to hear the rest of this training, get access to tons more like it, plus other free trainings and resources to help you scale your online coaching business, you can head directly to the Online Nutrition Coach Community Facebook group or go to beyondmacros.com/community to get access. Plus, I'll send you our most popular live class, which will show you how to go from side hustle to full-time coach in less than 6 months. I hope to see you in the community so I can put a face to the name. I'll see you there.